Oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm just getting off of work, and here I am, ready to stream. Or far from ready to stream, actually. Okay, yeah, that's right. So today we'll be working on the character art again. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and put something on Facebook. Stream. Start it. Oh, nice. See my nephew like slowly falling into that water. I gotta watch it. Bam! Good job, brother. That's my brother's kid. Alright, let's see. So I got Facebook, stream started. The title of the episode, which will be this. And of course the link, which is just my name. And delete my picture. Boom. Alright. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do the 3D Studio character. Keep finishing them up. Alright, so that's good. Got the Facebook thing. Oh, don't minimize that because I'm going to pop out this chat. Actually, I'll just push this over. Open up, I guess 3D Studio Max. Cool. Nom, nom. Okay, while it's loading, let's see what I can do here. Pop it out. Make this small. Make this big. Cool. So hope everyone's doing good. I'm just waiting for stuff to load. It was the last day to pay for university, so it was kind of busy at work today. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about game making, so let's do it. Open up the scene that we're working on. So it has Bobby character 00. That's okay. So if I select the shirt, nice. So we gotta push some some vertices in. You can see that these part of his body is sticking out of his pants and his shirt, but that's okay. What are we gonna work on next? We can add a wristwatch, or we can work on the shoes. Let's work on the shoes. I think that'll be good. Okay. So, like always, like everything, we're gonna start with the box. Something like that. So there we go. He has pretty thick shoes, and I guess I made his feet kind of small here, or kind of high, I should say. So before I even continue on with that, I'm going to select this, get the poly, let's just grab you, and kind of grow you, so we got the whole foot. Did we get the whole foot? Almost the whole foot. Let's get this part too. Alright, I'm going to move his foot down just a bit. So if I go to the left, I would say maybe, alright, first let me get the shoe. So the shoe will be, the shoe kind of comes up. Sorry, I don't want to be in your mode right now. I kind of just want to make sure the shoe is kind of right height. So the shoe is going to be about this big, I think. Something like that. I'm going to just make a big old, a box area of where the shoe would be. So the shoe would probably be this big, maybe? Something like that. Alright, so I'm going to make this an X-ray. And let's get this poly mode going. And I'll select, I have an idea. I'll just select you and grow you out. Perfect, that's what I want. Alright, and really I want his foot to be right in the middle of the shoe. So if I go right, zoom in a little bit. Alright, so since you're going to be in the bottom, you'll be down here. And I'm going to just take you guys and move you all the way, something like here. So that's truly his foot right there. Ooh, I got to make it maybe a little wider too, and a little more centered this way. So let's grow you one more time, and the back, front view, zoom it. Alright, just a little bit off, like right here, somewhere about there. Alright, so that's his foot. It's a very low polygon, not existent foot, but it's there nonetheless. Hopefully nothing sticking out at the top. Nope. Alright, good deal. Now let's start using our reference to make the shoe. So if I'm looking at the shoe, it kind of like maybe right where this part. I need to make basically a line like right here, kind of in front of the heel to the center of his arch, basically right there. So need to definitely make that vertice so I can kind of make this bigger. So alright, just so I can tell you or show you what I'm doing, let's get this box again. I'll keep you x-rayed for now. We're going to edit polygon. We're going to select some faces, which is edges, and we want the right view of this. We're going to select you guys, connect you. So now we got this kind of first cut. I'm going to move the cut a little bit closer to his heel, but not that much. So, is the heel this part of the foot or the ankle? This is called the ankle. Jeez. Alright, so and I'm going to move you like here, except I don't really, you're going to be flat on the ground, so you're a flat piece of foot, and you're, alright, I got that. So what I'm going to do here is also extrude this in a little bit. So extrude it out, check mark, scale it just a bit. That is the move tool. Let's get the scale tool, scale it, and just kind of move it in. Something like that, just so you can see that his foot's inside the shoe. Okay, so we got kind of a hole for his foot to go in. I might connect something here or do something here so that maybe extrude something out of here. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's see if we can do that. So if I kind of move this forward a little bit and then grabbed you and extruded you and moved you to the right, kind of like rotated you up like this and moved you. That's kind of like the flap, right? The flap of the shoe. I know it's a weird place to extrude it from, but sometimes you just gotta make do. Oh, but I don't like the sides there. Oh well. I tried. I don't like it. I don't like it from the front view. So I'm undoing everything. Perfect. Alright, so let's grab this edge, grab the ring, connect it. Might make two connects, so that's one connect, two connects, so you can kind of see I get this part. So you see I have the second option, pinch. You kind of go in and out. I'm going to go out with it a little bit because I want to make this flap right here. So this flap, yeah, what should I do? I guess I should have done that first before even making the shoe, because I really want the shoe to be kind of thick, but Alright, let's keep undoing. Undo, 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 undo. How far can you go? Alright, up to this point, no problem. I'm going to delete this. These guys. I got this border, I can select it, and I'm going to cap it. Awesome. So here we go. We're back to the split up square. Before I do all of that, I'm going to ring this, do the double connect. That's the two connect with pinching out a little bit, something like that. Yep. Now I'm going to check mark that, and now I'm just going to select this polygon and just extrude this part of the shoe. Actually, I might even, no, that's fine. I'll just extrude this part of the shoe. So extrude. Yep, that looks great. Scale it up and move it in. So now the whole side of his shoe has kind of a form. I know the back is kind of a hard turn, and maybe I might be able to, I can just extrude this whole thing if I wanted to. Just a little more. If I wanted to give it a little more back substance, something like that, and move it in. Alright, so that's his shoe so far. Alright, so one thing we do know is that it kind of stays out here, but then it shrinks around his arch. So to do that, we'll grab this edge, ring it, connect it, undo. I just want the one connect this time, so zero that out and one that. Okay, and what I can do is scale it just a little bit on the X, just kind of push it out a bit so it has a little round shape there, and so that's nice. If I grab this, get the loop of this, scale that in on the X, kind of comes in and out. Okay. And I'm going to grab this edge. I'm going to ring this. I'm going to connect it, and then I'm going to make it wide again. And I'll also get this edge and move it up. So now it has kind of like a round. Oh Lord, what am I doing? Okay, let me loop this. I scaled it way too much in the X. Something like that. So you got the little round area, kind of like this guy. And if you want, we can take this whole polygon and scale it in. Oh, I hate this mode. I just want uniform scale. Come on, people. Yeesh. Okay, I don't like that because I am screwing up with the heel. Unless I move it to the bottom like that, then that's okay. No, but I don't like those polygons either. I'll figure it out. Alright, I'm going to take a few verts here. Here's a vertice, a vertice, a vertice. I am going to bring it all down. So it has a nice little like smooth, kind of comes up but smoothly comes back down. And then I'm going to move these guys in 3D space. I'll kind of scale them together a little bit and move them back. So it has a little more round shape to it. Yeah, something like that. I don't like these guys though. So if I grab you two, scale you in. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong two. I want you and you, scale you in. Yeah, that's looking somewhat better. Is that shoe just too big? I don't think so. And I wonder if I grab you as a ring, will you grab everything I'm expecting you to? Ring it, yeah. Connect it. And what I really want to do is slide you down towards the heel like this. Awesome. And then I wonder if I select you two, how do I grab that loop? So I have that. I shift clicked you, get you to this side, unselect you guys. There we go. That's the only part I want. And I want to extrude that, but I want to extrude it by local normals, so it kind of comes out. What's the other one? By polygon? No, by local normals. Something like that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll do. Alright, so that's the shoe. If it's kind of fat or kind of thick, we can definitely change it. Oh, I don't have the flap, so let's get the flap. The flap, I got to extrude it out here. Let's get a good right view of this. Rotate it. Yeah, you're good. Rotate it a little bit this way and up. Rotate a little more. Kind of move it out. I know it's not the greatest, but I think it'll do. And then if I really want to round it off a bit, I can extrude it one more time and scale it in and up, and that kind of gives it that round sort of feeling. Alright, so that looks good. If I alt-X it, you can see the actual pink shoe. It's a big old monster shoe, but that's kind of what Bobby has here. So I think I made this flap just a little too small, but that's okay. We can grow it, I guess, to the side here. Something like that might do. Is that better? Is that worse? Maybe I rounded it off too much. Maybe it doesn't need to be that round either. Just in the X, something like that then. Good enough. Not the best, but not the worst either. The worst would be nothing, or something that physically hurts you. So this doesn't physically hurt you, so that's good. I didn't really do much to the back, so why don't we play around with that just a second. Where's my shoe? Here's my shoe. All I want to really do is take you and move you back just a bit. think I need to take all of you. So I need to take all of you. Go to the right. Unselect you guys. Alt X. Make sure I got everything I need. Yeah, just you guys. And scooch you back just to round you off. There we go. I rounded it off a little bit. Not much, but just a little bit. So, okay. I did all of that because I can now turbo smooth it, and it kind of has a better, smoother shoe look. And I can iterate it more and more and make it more smooth. It has a nicer look. Maybe not the best look. I'm gonna keep it boxy for now. So I'll definitely keep it at 2, but not do it until later. Alright, so my worries. I'm worried that, yep, the shoe is kind of too big here, and so if I duplicate it, the 2 shoes are going to be overlapping. And that's why he kind of has a shoe off to the side in the picture, because if his 2 feet were in the front like this and his legs were together, they would definitely be overlapping. So let's go ahead and name it shoe. I'll call it shoes because I'm going to do a symmetry and do its thing. Okay, so we got shoes. We got it sort of going. Gotta make it smaller. So I could make it smaller and move it over a little bit, but I might have to do that with everything. So before I do that, I might just move the shoe so that there's obviously a line and there's some space in the line here, so that's good. And then I'm going to move his leg a little bit. But how do I do that? I'm going to have to hide some stuff first. So I'm going to hide you, the shorts. Can I hide the shorts and the shirt? Okay. And I want to move his legs out just a bit. Except I got to select them first. Let me select them so I can kind of rotate around them. Alright, so I'm going to just take a big chunk of the bottom of his foot and just grow it. Yeah, just grow this whole freaking thing. Alright, that's good. And so I'm going to go to his front, zoom out. I'm going to rotate it out a bit. I wonder if I can pivot somewhere else, like not there either. Anyway, I'm going to move it out like maybe out to here. And kind of, where does the leg, I think I kind of want them to meet here still. Is that too far apart? Maybe. Is that ridiculously too far apart? Maybe. Let's give it a little bit less angle. How about there? Is that good enough? I think that'll do the job. And then I can grab just these polygons and rotate that a bit so that you're squared. You're squared away like there. And then I'm going to move you just so you're not super awkward. What's up, Keyard? People? What are you talking about? What's the smiley face? Yeah, I'm modeling, dude. Trying my best to model a drawing. Like my little brother gave me this drawing, so I'm just trying my best to get it on there. Not having too much success, but not looking too bad either. Definitely amateurish, but you know what? I'm an amateur. It's alright, that shoe doesn't look too bad. Low poly shoe. And if we add some turbo smoothing on it, it looks better. I hate unselecting things. I get so lost. Alright, so, but I'm not going to do turbo smooth right now. Everything's going to be like this. Okay, so we got the shoe. We got to do some symmetry on that shoe, so give me some symmetry. And the symmetry is actually going to be on the 0, 0, 0. Dude, that's how the drawing is. Look at the drawing. Like his knee, you could tell his leg comes to this little circle right here, and I can't really tell what his leg looks like in here. That's why his hips are maybe a little too big because they're sticking out of his pants, obviously. So I gotta bring the hips in a little bit. But yeah, with the clothes it looks a lot better. But the clothes also defines it a lot better too. So I gotta move those vertices in. So I'm trying, dude. Okay, that's not too bad. Since Keyard brought it up and it's been something on my mind, I am definitely going to start moving these vertices in. So I'm going to grab you. Alright, so I can definitely tell this whole edge right here needs to get pushed in, so we can do that easily. Okay, yep, his crotch is sticking out of his pants, so don't need that. I need to maybe... What can I do? I'm going to x-ray his pants right quick. X-ray. Grab the body. Where's the body? Here's the body. Alright, I need vertices. So let's move some of these vertices. Alright, I'm going to get right up in there. And instead of what? Okay, instead of view, I'm going to go local. And then I can just push it right in like this. Something weird's happening. I'm going to turn off symmetry too. Alright. Yeah, I should. But who knows? Who knows what will happen in this crazy game? No, I will. I should. What happened to my move arrow? Oh, I'm off of poly. Yep, and move you to 0. Gotta move you up a little bit too. So come on, get in there. Okay, and what about this? This needs to move. I'm moving in weird angles. Let me go back to view. View is better for me. So I can move you. I can just move you in like this. Can move you up a little bit too. That might help. I'll move you in this way. Something like that. Okay. And then the shirt. I also need to x-ray you because I can't see. I can see some of the body still sticking out here. So I can totes my goats. You should be able to dress your character so there isn't a ton of Robin Hoods playing on the beach. Yeah, exactly. Or Zeldas or elves or yeah, all that stuff. I totes agree. It'd be nice to be like customizable, like you can change the skin color, like the overall weight of the character, all that cool customizable stuff. But that's a little bit later. Gosh, I am horrible at selecting things in here. Select edit poly first, then select your vertice, and then start pushing them around. As so. Wait, where is he being exposed at? Under his legs. Man, his legs don't match up the legs of that. Probably because I need to move him in like here. Yeah. And, oh gosh, it's still not exactly right. Alright, I think we're inside the pants now, finally. But there's going to be, if I do the symmetry, there's going to be a big old hole where the crotch is, but that's okay, it's in the pants. Just don't take off his pants, it'll be alright. People love beer holders. Alright, so I did shrink down the hips a bit, but I might shrink them down a little more because it just looks unnatural. Yeah, like the rest of this doesn't look unnatural, but why? Why am I horrible at selecting things in this program? Alright, select the vertices. Here's a vertice, bring it in a little bit. Bring in this hip a little bit. Awesome. Maybe bring in his leg a little bit. He doesn't need crazy thick thighs. And that looks fine. And his crotch in the front doesn't need to come out that much. So yeah, that's looking better. At least that's in his clothes. So now if I start showing everything, if I grab these two things and alright, so at least his legs are inside the shorts now. I can see that his feet are sticking out of the shoes a little bit, so I'm going to look at that right quick. So if I grab you, what tool am I on? Give me this one. Yeah, his feet are just too long, so I can definitely fix that with my edit poly. Grab these. I'm on the wrong thing. Let's go to body, edit poly, vertices, polygons, move it up, something like that. Awesome. His feet are in the shoes now. Now let's un-X-ray it. Okay, cool. Oh gosh, don't remind me, man, when I'm doing the rigging of the character. That'll be a lot funner. I think so. Alright, let's see. Oops. His shirt needs to go over his pants, so I will X-ray his shirt and move his pants vertices, or shorts vertices. And let's go ahead. Let's push that in and get a nicer like topper view. That needs to go in a little more top view. Okay, pants are in the shirt. How about in the back? Is it looking good? It looks fine. So I would choose the shirt, X-ray it. Alright, pants are within the shirt. Awesome. Let's get the rest of the body in the shirt. Kiarte still advising deleting everything that isn't seen. I mean, 100% agree, and I should. What I'll do is I'll just get everything in place first, and then I'll save that model just in case I ever do need to just take off the clothes and add different kind of clothes, and then I will re-add. Then I'll delete all those vertices that aren't seen. That's great advice, and I'm totally gonna take it. I'm just kind of think of future, like if I ever need to use this model again, I'm gonna be like, man, I wish I would have just saved the insides for something. So, totes my goats. Alright, X-ray his shirt. Let's push some more body vertices inside. What? You don't like my shoes? These shoes are kick-ass, dude. These are the bomb shoes. You don't buy these at Walmart. You got to go at some awesome like beach resort place to buy those shoes. And it's not just like a souvenir shop. It's like, you know, top of the line beach wear. Okay. Let's see. Well, they're square now, dude, but once I give it a nice smooth, you know, a little smoothing, it'll look better, right? Ah, I can't. I'm so horrible at navigating this. Alright, yeah, they're still super square. Dude, I was just lazy. You caught me. You pointed it out, and now I'm paying the ultimate price of being made fun of. But that's okay. I'll accept it. You know what? There are the shoes that no one's really going to notice, and that it's going to run awesome because they're so low polygon. That's what kind of shoes they are. Oh, you see, well, my brother didn't draw the fingers. So since he was lazy not to draw the fingers, I was like, I'm not going to draw the fingers either. So, dude, there's an answer to each one of your questions, I swear. Alright, so we got the shirt X-rayed. Let's move the body into the shirt. Now you kind of get on top view. Move his pecs in a little. Move his flabby gut a little bit inside. Move this guy a little bit inside. Okay, okay. He's kind of too muscular, so I might move that whole edge, or all these edges. up a little bit. What if I want to put a wiggly line in my sandcastle with my finger? Well, your model won't have to actually do that. It's your mouse or your touch. So, you know, that dude just, you know, the actual model doesn't have to do it. It's you, the user, that has to do it. So look, another good answer to one of your great questions. Hacks. So what, man? No one's really paying attention. At the end of the day, the whole world is put together by hacks with a little bit of actual work. Alright, so his chest is pointing out a little too much, I think, here. I'll move that in. Alright, let me move that in just a bit. I think his whole body's within his shirt now. Oh, I can still see the pants sticking out just a bit. Why does my model have a nice face? I'm not there yet, dude. I just started yesterday. I put an hour into this. I think I did just fine for 1 hour of modeling, especially being an amateur. Why your model have a nice face? Oh Lord. All right. Done. I'm not even going to put a face anymore. I was like, that's what I was going to spend this whole day doing, and now that Keyart says it's already nice, I don't think I need to put any more work into this. Alright. No, really, I am going to put more work into it, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm really horrible at face modeling, so if you think this is bad, you haven't got to me making a face yet. So let's go ahead and make a face. I'm going to save this. I'm going to use what 3D Studio Max's like little plus sign thing. So right now I'm at 0, 0. If I hit plus, it's going to make 01 after the 0, 0. So let's go. Are you sure? Are you sure that's the case? Keyart says the face should really be made first, and trying to force the polygons into the face will be horrible. Well, he said bad, but I'm just overemphasizing the point here. Because I agree. But I wanted to keep everything quads, and I didn't want to spend like hours trying to debug, this is a quad, this isn't a quad. And I mean, I just don't know. I'm not a great artist guy. So he says I should watch David Lyle's modeling series. I'm guessing he has a really good modeling series. Why is that middle thing always selected? I'm not selecting it. If I move this, will it just move this edge? Yeah. So that red line in the middle is nothing. It's garbage. Okay, so what am I doing? I am going to make his face, but to do that I am going to need some kind of references. Oh, and I don't need to be in perspective mode. Let's go to orthogonal. Orthogonal! Okay, first things first, I'm going to kind of shape this box to the shape of his face. Oh yeah, he's making characters similar to what I'm making. Yeah, I should have watched tutorials before doing this. But dude, first I'm going to first fail by doing, then I'll fail by learning, and then doing again. Alright, so we're going to move his chin down here. We're going to move this guy here. And I know this is not the end point because all these lines are straight up and down right now, and it's not going to be like that because the topology should be around his mouth, should be around his eyes, because that's where all like kind of the animation would happen if I were to animate the face. Not sure if I am. Not even sure if I'm just going to like not just put a little nub for his nose and just texture the face on him. Not sure at all yet. Nothing set in stone. Okay. So we're kind of just moving stuff around. Bump, blum, 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 blum. Okay, so we're definitely going to need something in the middle here to round out the face. And I think I'm going to like maybe make 2 connects and extrude an ear out of here. I know that's not the best thing to do, but I'm not going for super complicated or detailed. I just want something that works for right now. So let's do it. So I'm going to ring this, connect, and then let's see, let me think. I think I can kind of relax all of this a little bit. Wasn't there like a relax tool or something? So like if I selected all these polygons and like okay, Keyard, I totally agree. He says he recommends you are never going to get the right topology not to do any face rigging or animations. I agree. I ain't gonna worry about any of that. Alright, dude, stop being a Debbie Downer. Let's get to it. But I appreciate the feedback. I'm not saying that it's bad. I just gosh, guess I'm overwhelmed, so I'm just trying to do what I can. Oh, I feel like a polygon's missing here. How am I going to grab the right polygons? Something like this maybe? Grow that out. I think I got it. Alright, let's relax. Relax. Let's relax. That's too many relaxings. That's still too many relaxings. Man, how do I just get like to increment it by 0.5 or something not so crazy? Alright, let's just do 2 iterations of that. That kind of spherifies everything. Okay. I'm okay with that. So what's this do? Hold boundary points? Oh, nice. I like that. And hold outer points. No, I don't need that. Okay. Gosh, what am I forgetting to do? Hitting this. So yeah, Keyard, I am totally not a modeler or animator. Or at least I'm just amateurish, you know? So, I will do my best, man. Make it look at least acceptable. Oh no. No advertisements! No! I feel like something's wrong. I want to put you at 0. Oh, first I want to make you X'd and then 0. Oops. Something like that. He has a butt in his face, so we need to get that out. Oops. And this came up too much, so if I go to the front I can kind of model this chin a little better. So that needs to come out. You need to come out. I am not good with the 3D, but that's okay. Move this whole thing out just a bit. This is looking not too great. Alright, let's make sure we can get something for his eyeballs. We probably need another connection. So it's just going to be the top of his eyes, like right about here. That's what I said. Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, I'm being quiet. I got serious and started modeling and stuff. It's hard to talk and model. And I'm doing it again. Just being very quiet. Okay, we got started. Yes, I do. It's the bump map, right? So yes, I know what you're talking about. I don't like what I'm doing. Whatever this is I'm doing, I don't like it one bit. Don't like it one bit. I'm still doing it. Okay. Let's see what needs a change. Yeah, this is too high. I know that's for his eyes, but maybe I might just get it through the center of his eyes instead of on the top of his eyes. So let's go ahead and do that instead. The center of your eyes. Something like that. Alright, that's a little better. I have a little leeway to play with his face. Alright, I gotta do another connect. I need to add more detail. So his face is at least now round. It's not a box. It's a little flat, maybe a little butt-ish on the top because it kind of came in. So what I can do is, all I'm doing is just pushing verts around, making sure it's kind of round and kind of nice looking. So okay, not bad, not bad. This all kind of looks unnatural. I need to round this out a little bit. Yeah, I was planning to do that. I was planning to use that as planning to do that with Mudbox, but I'm just not there yet. I just want the base model to be a little bit closer to what I need to make it, and actually I want to rig and do everything to the base model right now, and then I'll go ahead and do exactly what you're talking about, and then I can kind of replace that model and hopefully just use the same rig that I used for this guy, but have a nice good looking texture and normal map on there. But I might get my artist to do that. I don't have an artist, but I'm just telling you, I'm going to get an artist and I'm going to get him to do that. Alright, let me just get a few more polygons up on his face and I should be okay. So I'm going to grab some edges. I'm going to ring this, connect. Alright, so now we have a few more verts to play with. This is not going to be pretty, y'all, so bear with me. Thanks, Jula J, man. Makes me feel good. I try. It's still not very good, but it's gonna get there, man. Alright, let's add a few more polygons. KeyArt says adding polys to face now will add them to a whole body, which wouldn't have happened if you modeled the head in the first place. No, I'm not adding any polygons to the body. You see, I'm still just a square here. Everything I'm doing is just here on the top. I'm not touching the body. I'm being quiet, I'm sorry, but I'm just super focused on this. Oh yeah, that's true. I gotta do a different kind of, I can't just connect going up and down. You're right, you're right. Agreed. Oh yeah, that looks terrible. Alright, let me figure out what's going on. I am doing some not so good stuff. Alright, so if I go to this front and look at what I'm doing here, this should be inset a little bit, but this part needs to come out. So you are the nose, so I'm going to bring you out just a bit, just so I can see that you are definitely the nose. But you're the edges of the eye, so you really shouldn't be that far out. You should be actually as far back as you can be. So I'm going to go here. Yeah, this is the end of the eye. So I need to move all this kind of back a little bit. So if I grab all three of y'all and move you back, you're the ends of the eyeball. So I want the eye to be like right about end here, or maybe like here, I guess. But the nose doesn't mean that far forward either. But that's kind of just an over-exaggeration, just so I can see what's going on. Alright, you are the ridge, the brow, so you also kind of need to be where the eyes are. So, okay, I'm going to bring you here. So this is a way over-exaggeration of the nose. So I think I got these. These are the three polygons that are like the backside of his eyes. So I definitely need to make sure. Yeah, this one's kind of off too. So I'm going to kind of move all three of them back. So alright, now the back of the eyes are at least where they belong. I need to probably bring this part forward because you have your eye, but there's still a little area on the side of your eye that still kind of is, you know, kind of forward, so it doesn't go that far back that fast. Yeah, I can do that. I'll figure it out. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of no ghost. Alright, so I got this horrible looking thing. And I will keep going with it. But I find it so awesome that you guys are like talking about the model like as I do it. I wish I would have like learned 3D modeling with you guys on here. Well, I still am like super learning, but like even the beginning would have been nice. Yeah, so what KeyArt's saying is if I do a loop cut now, it'll go all through his body, but that's all very unnecessary. But what I can do as well is also can do like insets and stuff, I think, and like insets do things. Give me all quads and stuff. And I'll try to do that. What other tools do I have? What is outline? I forget. Some of these tools I forget what they do. Outline. Does that just scale the polygon kind of in a different way? Extrude, I know. Inset, we just did. Bridge is like if you have two edges, you want to bridge them together. Flip is if your normals are all messed up. Create, collapse. Collapse if you want all these verts to be just all these verts selected to be one vertice. Attach if you're like attaching the shirt to the model or other polygons to the model. Make planner. The rest is not really for editing. So really this is all I got. So inset and maybe some cutting of my own might be the right way to go. But I really don't like cutting because what that'll definitely do is create n-gons or stars. So n-gons will be polygons that have more than 4 edges. So everything I have is a quad right now, which is 4 edges. If I do a cut, if like a cut here, I'd have 2 quads here, but this would be considered an n-gon because this had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Regathian. Alright, Regathian. Dude, I never done this before, so I don't know what I'm doing. I was almost to the point where I think I'm just going to texture it. But, yeah. I can do what you're saying. Let me just try it my way. I mean, the most comfortable way for me is my way. I don't know what I'm doing. But I've seen oh, that's a good idea. I'll do what KeyArt said. But I've definitely seen like tutorials and stuff of people doing the what should you call it? Low polygon or just any kind of face modeling. It's like they do the eye first and they did like extrude all the edges around and everything. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so low poly face topology. Boom, 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 boom. Why does this feel so dirty? I feel like I'm cheating. But I guess many people have gone through this before. Alright, so I'm looking at this. Yep, I definitely see it. And I'm definitely nowhere close to that. Okay, let me look. I got this eyeball. Let me undo some of this stuff, like the inset and all of that. Alright, so I definitely got rid of the insets. Okay, so he has, what, a line. I'll put it here a little bit, just so you can see what I'm talking about as I talk about it. I wish I can kind of say stay on the top, but I can't. So okay, he has like a line for his eye and then a brow. So a line through the center of his eye and a brow. Totes got that. So here's the line and here's the brow. I'll put the brow a little higher. So that's his brow. The brow sticks out. The line sticks in, right? So this is the brow. So far, so good. His nose, he has a bridge for his nose. So I might do that. I might go here, and I will go down to here, and I'll chamfer that a little bit. So let's see. That will make a star on his head, and hopefully that's where his hair will be, so it won't be too bad. And I'm going to make a star like on his chin right there. So we're going to chamfer this, or make it like 2 or 3. So chamfer this. Let's the amount. Oh Lord, what am I doing? Definitely 2 or 3 maybe. Let's do 2. What am I doing? What am I thinking? Alright, let's see what I'm doing. Open. Maybe I'll open it. Smooth it. Oh, I closed out the chat. Sorry, I'm not seeing this. Yeah, I'll get over it. I know, everyone cheats. Rules are more like guidelines. I agree, I agree. Take off the symmetry right now. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Because I'm not, Oh gosh, hold on. I gotta do some other stuff before I start doing the topology here. Cancel this. Totally got tons of problems. I got tons of polygons inside of his head, so I'm totally gonna delete all that. Oops. Delete a piece of his head. Okay, so I got that. I don't even know what that is. Alright, so I got rid of all the polygons inside of his head, so that was definitely problem number one. There's a lot of crap in there. Alright, next. We're kind of modeling this. So I was trying to chamfer something. I don't know if I can. If I just did one, what would you do? Yeah, you're doing it, I think, the right way. So okay, I'm chamfering this. I want to chamfer it to just to where his nose is. So that's all I'm going to do. Something like this. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't think that's my stream. I think it's just Twitch acting up, right? Like, Keyart says he thinks his video is out of sync again because I'm removing symmetry, but it looks like I'm looking at photos on Google. So yeah, I don't know. Alright, so I chamfered it a little bit. So I didn't like increase any polygons, but I did make some n-gons up here, which I gotta fix. I could probably just like add a line here and here and have two stars where his horns should be, if he had horns. Okay, okay. Man, I'm trying, guys. I'm getting just a lot of feedback, and I am kind of slow on all of this. So yeah, just bear with me. Alright, looking back at the photo, his brow is thick and round, so let me do the thick and round part. And also what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hide the back of his head, because I'm not working on that right now, and it's kind of getting in my way. So I'm going to just take those vertices, I'm going to hide select it. You know what, even better, I'm going to take these polygons, and I'm going to hide select it, just so I have a better thing to work with. Okay, I feel better with that. And let's make his brow a little bit more round. So to do that, I'm going to take this and move it up. Something like that, to give him kind of that like, hey look, I'm a brow. And then I'm going to take this edge and I'm going to come off to the side here and a little bit up, just so I can grab it. And so this is his nose. Looking at this cheating picture. Okay, so right now I have this extra line, and maybe this extra line is supposed to be where his nose is, and then this stuff should be where his mouth is. So let's figure that all out. So I'm gonna just kind of grab more of the loop here. Alright, I'll do it by hand. Come down with it. Alright, what is this? What is going on? I don't understand. There is some craziness happening here, and I don't like it. What is going on with this nose slash polygon thing? Alright, let me fix it by lifting this up. There's another polygon in here somehow. Where? Okay. Okay. I think this is an extra polygon. I think so. Who knows? What the? That's all I'm saying the whole time is what the? I just deleted all of that. We're just making a new polygon right here. How to make a new polygon? I just say polygon. There's a create button around here. And I go in a clockwise direction, or was it counterclockwise? I don't remember. Alright, so I made a new polygon. Oh, I don't need to make any more. Alright, cool. So I made a new polygon. Alright, so now that I'm done with my what the, let's go back here and let's see what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the front view. Dude, I do enjoy it. Thanks for coming and just checking me out, man. And sorry if I was getting a little, I don't know. Was it frustrated? I don't know if I was getting frustrated. But anyway, I am having a good time just making this. And thank you for just the feedback and everything. Really appreciate it. See you later, man. I think I just get frustrated at myself, you know, because I wish I knew everything, but at the same time, I will never know everything. Regathian also says you can also go into edge mode and use bridge tool to create quads between edges. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good idea too. This looks like a triangle. And I don't know how this got formed. I won't worry about it, but it totally just happened. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. What I might do, just for now, is I'm going to get rid of this edge. And I'll do exactly what Regathian just said. Take two edges and bridge it. So this edge and this edge, bridge. And this edge and this edge, bridge. Hopefully if I move this polygon, everything kind of shifts around with it, right? Oh, it's not connected though. So don't forget to weld your vertices. So you gotta take these edge and weld. Where's the weld? Weld tool. So you can see I have two vertices selected and I need to weld it. Cool. So that should be all welded. Awesome. Okay, back to it. How long have I been? How long have I been blabbering? Where's my OBS? Oh, it's been an hour already, so I really got like 30 minutes, and I'm probably nowhere near being done. Alright, so here we go. We got our start here. We got our model here. We got our chat here. Excellent. So I got the brow. Nope, the brow doesn't look good. Need to move the brow up. Okay, got the brow. The nose is there-ish. Might make it flatter. Make it flat in the Y, please. Thank you. Oh, man, I am not good with... Were these not welded right or something? So I'm going to target weld the vertices. Target weld here to here. Excellent. And... Man, me and orthogonal view do not get along with the rotation and the orbiting. I just can't seem to get a good handle on it. I just want to make sure everything kind of looks kosher inside of his face. Okay, sorry. Man, oh man. So front view, X-ray. So I got his nose, got his yeah, got his eye. I think what this is doing is this is kind of being the bridge of the nose. So I got to kind of move this up here, and you can kind of stay here. Right? No, that's not right either. I think. Oh, you have another. You have two. I only have this guy. I don't have this guy. So how's he doing that? Oh, he has a star right here next to his nostril. So, because he has all this, like, this loop, and then, like, this is a loop, but then somehow this is a loop. Oh, this is an n-gon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has an n-gon in there, too. So maybe not perfect, this stuff. It's okay. Whew, I am hot in this house. Maybe it's all this work I'm doing. So I'm just going to kind of half-ass it and put it like this or something. Alright. I'm going to do one more loop, and that's going to be here. But before I do that, I kind of... What? Dude, everything in my model seems to be like broken for some reason. I'm gonna weld this together. What happened? Where did it all go wrong? Now I gotta test all my verts just to make sure. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Rogathian says, it's the poles. Lots of quads connecting to the same vertex will let you bend loops around things like a cube does. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I call them stars. But yeah, that's right. Poles is the right name for that. Okay. Now that I am totally wasting all my time on this. I mean, I'm not wasting my time. This is definitely something that needs to be done. I'm just not so good with doing it all, you know. Alright, so this is where his neck meets, so it's about there. What is all this other stuff? This is kind of more of his where his neck meets. That's okay. I might just get it in here, and maybe a little bit more that way. Might bring this over a little bit. Kind of get this a little smoother. Kind of want to just take this whole thing, move it like here. Alright. Getting better. Symmetry. Not horrible. Is that a compliment? I think so, right? Not horrible. Look, I'm okay with this for now. I think what I'll do is make this a pole. So, yeah, like Rogathian was saying, these I don't want these, but I definitely can deal with a pole like this. Yeesh. Or should I somehow pull it this way? No, because that will cause a triangle. Anyway, let's see what that does. I'm probably past my prime right now for efficiency, but alright, doesn't look too bad. We're getting a basic shape. We need to get some more lip action going and do something about the ears, but I don't know, it's looking pretty good, I think. My personal opinion. How do we not get the shaded edges? Probably bring out the nose a little bit. Alright, well, my first trace job, not too shabby. Especially from just like one reference plane. I always had like 2 reference planes to work with, so this is kind of just doing everything from one reference plane, and it ain't bad. Let's see, anything else I should do? I think I'm going to take a little break. I'll probably start back up tomorrow. But before I do, I think I will... What will I do? Well, this is what I'll do first. I'll definitely take everything out of one group. So right now everything's on like a whole bunch of different polygon smoothing groups. I'm just going to clear all and put everything on the first smoothing group. And that way... Oh, yeah. Hi, Fiandry. Nice to meet you, man. What kind of game am I making? I'm making something called Sand City. So it's basically a game where you run around. It's kind of you get an option to run around in third person or in first person. And so if you're in third person, oh, and you know what? I'll show you while I'm doing it. Just give me a sec, and I'll explain it a little better. I just want to export this model before I start up, before explaining. Alright, so this is my model. Some dude drew this, and that's what I did here. So that looks okay. Low poly. If I just isolate the body, the shoes, the shirt, and the shorts, and I do what? Isolates, I think. Isolate selection. I'll get right back to you, Fiandry. What, 774 polys for the character? I think that's good, right? It's under 1,000. Anyway, let me unisolate this. End isolation, and let me save this. So I'm gonna save this with the little plus sign. Cool. So that's number 2. I'm gonna leave that be for right now, and let's go explain what we're doing with the game. Alright, so we're connecting. Need to give this project a real name, but right now it's just called Test Stream. Alright, so this was the model I was working on, and this is where it was yesterday, so I get to delete that from the scene. That's Bobby character. Okay, so I don't have all the movement stuff ready yet, but here we go. Oh, come on. I can't even show what I'm doing because some stuff's not working. Yeah, I left the project in disarray since I last looked at it. So maybe it's good that you asked me so I can fix up those bugs before I have to go. Alright, so let's see. All these things aren't working just yet, so I'm going to comment them out. Oops, I was working in SQL today, so I was using dashes, but really it's supposed to be slashes. Okay, I think that's it. Is that the only problems we have? I think so. Let's play this. Alright, so here we go. I'll just maximize it too. So you're this third person, and what I'm doing is I'm using a nav mesh, animation, and rigid body to control his movement. So I'm using all 3 of those things, and basically the animation tells the rigid body how fast to move, and the nav mesh tells it where to move. So okay, so I got this dude, he's running around, he's using animation to run around. Of course I'm going to put a real model on this, so that works. And then I have some controls on it, so if I hit space he jumps, if I hit control he crouches, and if I hit shift he walks. And I'm just, right now these are just the built-in. If you're using free Unity third-person package that comes with Unity, I give you a really good World of Warcraft 3D person. Nope, doing good. And right now I don't have... Alright, anyway. So that's the third person part. So you can basically walk around a beach. And so just imagine that this was a beach, not this like moon rock looking thing. And you have waves and water and stuff. And then you can be in this mode, or you can be in like sandcastle building mode. So sandcastle building mode is like you're looking first person on the ground. And so when you're on the ground, you can basically dig in the sand and do your thing. So right now I can like dig by holding down left click, and you collect sand up here. And then you can right click to place the sand. So now I'm like placing a sand around this hole that I just dug. The other things I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bucket so that you can make shapes. And then I'm also going to give you a different tools. So one tool will be your hand, One tool will also be your hand, but just for like smoothing things out. And the other tool would be buckets, and buckets will have different shapes, and you can just place them on there. And if you try to place them on uneven or like very rocky ground, it'll just go into a mound. Otherwise, it'll hold its shape. And depending on what kind of sand you collect, it will hold its shape or not. So anyway, it's literally a sandbox game. And there we go. That's the hole I just dug. I can jump over it. Yeehaw! So anyway, that's the kind of game I'm making. Just a sandbox game. I'm going to try to make it networkable so you can host your own beach and people can build sandcastles on your beach. So, pretty simple, complex, not complex, pretty simple idea. Yeah, dude, I hope so. I'll try to make some like dedicated company servers, or basically the own servers that I own. And yeah, dude, one day if you just want to come and build a sandcastle on it, be my guest. Man, nothing's working. There's supposed to be a camera follow script, but that's not working either. But like I said, I kind of left it in disarray last time. So main camera, I guess the player's not set up here. Here we go. At least I got the camera to follow again. Ah, I got stuck in the hole. There's bugs to work out for sure. There we go. Now the camera's following me. So now it moves around with me and everything. So that's cool. Running in third person, running in first person. So when I'm in first person right now, I think I'm gonna change the controls. I'm gonna change it to like a normal first person shooter kind of controls. I like it. Like have a little map. Fiendry says when you go in first person, you should see the entire beach with the grid on it, and you know, like maybe where you are, points of interest, maybe. Absolutely. First person mode is the way to go. Oh, interesting. Yeah, if you click on the grid, it just zooms in there. I think so. I think that's good. Or you know what I might do? I just might get my player to turn around at least towards the direction that you clicked on the grid, and then you still have to walk up to it and like zoom in. But I think I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it like the first person shooter mode, so you have like a free mouse look, and then you move with the keyboard, the WASD or up and down, left, right arrows. But I do like the idea of having like a clickable map, because I'm trying to figure out how to get it to work on a mobile phone, and first person like controls on a mobile device are kind of, it feels a little weird because it's like you gotta use your phone as a joystick, and I'm not a big fan of changing the input of the touch to like an input of a joystick. Like I feel like emulating that is not natural. I like you to just touch or drag around, and that's just my opinion. People have different opinions about that, but I just want you to have like just touch, 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 or drag, and that's all I want you to do. So with that map idea, maybe you can like swipe to your map, click on something, and then you see the sandcastle right there, and then you can start playing at the sandcastle. So I like it. Awesome, dude. I like the little map idea. Alright, so I've been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes already, and I only do this usually for an hour, but it seems like this whole last week I've been streaming for an hour and 30, which is okay. Alright, so this drawing that my brother has given me is now coming to fruition. It's now becoming like this this thing. It's becoming a character, right? Like I think it's becoming pretty good. When you say form a company, do you mean like for tax reasons and all of that? Like if you do, you have choices. You can go LLC or or a corporation. Of course, you're probably too small to go corporation if you're just on your own, so I definitely recommend LLC. And yeah, you just go to your Secretary of State's state site. So like I'm in Louisiana, so I go to Louisiana Secretary of State, and you just register your company through them. And it's going to be like X amount of money per year, like 75 bucks or something per year. If you're going to get super serious about it, you might need to hire a lawyer and everything. But if you just want the name and like a tax ID and everything, you should be able to do it yourself. Alright, let's start finishing this up. So I'm going to clear all the smoothing groups here, make you one. Oh, I don't have anything selected. Clear all the smoothing groups and make you one. I'm going to clear all the shorts smoothing groups. No, what did I just do? Deleted something. Alright, I'm going to clear all yours. Alright, Fiandry, man, nice seeing you. Thanks for following too, man. I super appreciate it. Yeah, you too. Have a great night. Actually, if I just clear it, it'll just be flat, right? Let's do that. I'm going to clear all the smoothing groups. There is no smoothing groups right now. Because right now I have everything on one smoothing group. I'm going to put on 0 smoothing groups for now. Keep it flat, baby. No smoothing groups for anybody. Nobody. Alright. There we go. Nothing is smooth. Everything's super flat. And that's how I like it for now. Doesn't that have like an old like 90s 3D kind of look to it? Like when you're playing games in the 90s and like your characters look like this sometimes. Like on a Sega Genesis or something. I like it. I like the flat look sometimes. Oh, I don't like the back of his head. I'm going to fix that just a bit while I'm here and kind of just looking at things. It's all kind of too high. Like I want it to come down. I'll move both of these things down a bit. Something like that. Even you. Come down. Alright, and let me just play with the vertices. Bum bum, playing with vertices on the head. Bringing them out. Alright, get in the middle of the head and then bring it out. This one should be all the way out-ish. Alright, there we go. That's kind of round. Alright, suggestions I got is to... man, I should really play around with the... I'm going to do one more thing. And while I'm cheating, where does the cheat go? The cheat makes this like big old box under his thing. Okay, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is maybe extrude a nose out of here. I know it's not going to be the right thing to do, but no one's watching me or judging me now. I realize I get kind of like what, self-conscious? Like when people are watching me. That's going to be a problem. Maybe I shouldn't do this. No, I will. I'm going to extract this whole thing, or extrude this whole thing. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Move it in a little bit. And then, of course, move it back. Grab this edge, move it down, grab this edge, move it forward some. There we go. Now we got something going. I like it. I can dig it. What next? Alright, so if I go to the front, go orthogonal, and x-ray it, how am I looking? Is that where his nose is? Is his nose too much? Should I bring that in a little bit? Maybe. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this edge down a bit here, and bring this almost into his face so it's kind of round. What do we think? Does that look okay? I don't like that polygon for sure. Like whatever this little like triangle is, don't like it. Oh Lord, I have no idea what I'm doing now. I'm totally messing this up. Look what I can do. I can mess this up. Oh yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I like. Something like that. That feels better. Move this off to the side a little bit. Maybe squeeze it in. There we go. That's looking better-ish. Yeah. Just wanted to squeeze his nose in. Okay, so now that it has more of a kind of anime-y looking nose. You may not like the nose, but I think it's coming along. Alright, cool. Let's give him a mouth. And then I'll be done. So we're gonna select his kind of mouth area. I'm gonna chamfer it. I totally lied. What was that? I want to select this ring. Like what's going on in the middle? Let me unsymmetry this and figure out what's going on. Oh, I know what's wrong. These darn polygons. Make sure you don't have any polygons inside his face. Make sure you're kind of making a shell. So was that it? Is that all I had to do? I hope so. Okay. Let's ring. Let's like I feel like something's going wrong. Horribly wrong, that is. Like why is this selecting? What is that? Alright, one more time. Alright, let me just go to the front and I'm gonna just grab a whole bunch of vertices. We're gonna make it totally planar, which is X, and then I'm going to put you at the 0, 0, 0. Alright. Symmetry it. Alright. No, that's, dude, I swear I'm doing that. Regathian says, select the ring and press connect instead of... Oh, you are right, dude. You are so right. It was frustrating me. Oh gosh, and now, what am I doing? I'm on cut mode. I'm freaking out. And all I want to do is move one vertice. How do I move that one vertice? Alright. Yes. Regathian, you are correct. I'm going to ring it, and I'm going to connect it, and then I'm going to call it a day. Yes. Alright. So we'll go ahead and kind of do that with his mouth. His mouth is not as symmetrical, but that's okay. I'll bring this in a little bit. Not too much though. I hate orthographic view. Like, it doesn't go where it needs to go. And alright, this is kind of where his thing meets. So if you're looking at the profile, like just a little bit back, not too much back, like right around here. That's where his lip kind of ends. And then if I go back to the front, yeah, that seems about right. Ish. I can kind of bring that in a little more. Like, I really want to just bring it there. I know that's not exactly right, but then I'll chamfer it. Then I'll grab this and this. Now I'll chamfer it. Thank you, Regathian. Cool. Not that much. Definitely want to keep the lips in the middle. Gosh, who knows? Who knows anything what I'm doing anymore? No, I like the standard chamfer. Boop, 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 boom, 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 boom. Alright, so if I go to the front, if I just want to give him some kind of lips, I should have just left him at a neutral pose, not this kind of smiley pose, but that's okay. I might actually not do the line in the middle. That way I can kind of extrude it inside so he has a kind of a mouth. And then yeah, let's do that. Let's chamfer it. Only one. Scroll that down a little bit. Oh, well, since I'm here now, let's go ahead and just make it flat on the Z. Is it the Z? The Z? So he has kind of that neutral pose. And I'll kind of scale it in a little bit. Yeesh. Maybe not. Let's just move these in a little bit. Just a little bit. And then, yeah, let's chamfer this. So this is how big his mouth is going to open. So I guess I'll just start it with his mouth max open. Now I gotta kind of remember what to do here. Do I just extrude in? Do I grab this piece? Maybe. Kind of extrude towards the inside. Lord, I'm not good with this. Extrude inside. Inside. Alright, let's just go crazy. Let's just go all the way in for now. And let me get a better view. Gosh. Alright, go up here. I'm going to flatten these things to the X. Nope. To the Y. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Not that it's that important. I need some kind of something. Alright, so that's kind of inside of his mouth. If I was really good, I'd probably go not that deep in and then extrude it again. So kind of like here. Maybe make it even bigger, like that big. And then just come at it again. Oh, maybe not that big. I'll figure it. I gotta play with the verts anyway. And then extrude it again. And kind of make it come to like a point or just something small in the back of his throat. And definitely bring that into the center so the symmetry can work. And something like that after I play with the verts. Yeah, he definitely. No one has a mouth that big in the back there. But I just want to give it some insides. Oh, oh yeah, I gotta get rid of those verts too. I can see them better in this view. Yeesh, yeah. Let's figure out what in the world is going on here. That's way too high. Let's bring it down and bring it back. Alright. Let me bring it down a little more. Regathian says you've got polys hidden at the center by the symmetry now. Oh, okay, so I definitely need to unsymmetry it and start doing it again. Sounds good, man. Thanks. Thanks for the heads up. Dude, Regathian's the man. He is totes looking out for me. Oh, jeez. Let me just make sure I'm not deleting the wrong stuff. But what is the wrong stuff? No one knows. Except Regathian. Regathian's the only one that knows. I'm like deleting all sorts of wrong stuff. Alright, so that's the mouth coming in. What? How does... Cut's been just coming on all the time now. I don't want cut. I just want to select my polygons. Please. Please? What? What am I doing wrong? Hit space. That was a problem. So, yep. All that looks in order. But I definitely need to get all those verts to the 0 again. So let's do it. Let's flatten them out, make it planar, and make it 0. Symmetry. Oops. Oopsie. I deleted something wrong. The inside of his mouth does not look healthy. So we'll just 0 you out and 0 you out, and I think let's just take a look. Let's take a look in here. Let's be a dentist. Oh yeah, on the keyboard, I definitely need to get used to that, especially if I plan to be any use. Yeah, there's something a little weird at the bottom of his lip here. I'm going to kind of move that back some. Oh, is it just like a deleted poly or something? Could very well be. Let me just move it tons of way back, and that way I can kind of see what's going on. Yeah, so this is supposed to be a quad, and I kind of broke it. It'll be a triangle, but I guess that'll be okay. Maybe. Oh my gosh, it's an hour and 38 minutes. Alright, yeah, definitely got to go pretty soon. Let's create a new polygon, and I'll just make it a triangle and be sad, but realize I don't have much time. Alright. Now we gotta close his mouth, and I'll be fine for today. So I'm gonna close his mouth the very lazy way, and let's just take some edges and go for it. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be super lazy. I'm gonna scale this and move it down. That's what I'm gonna do. Especially this one. This one's way too big. Ah. No! Oh, that's why I was acting all funky. I kept hitting the Windows key. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Alright, definitely some weirdness going on here. You can see there's like a line or something sticking out of there. Don't like that. So I'll fix that. Sorry, this line goes to this point, which is I guess way too far. So let me go ahead and grab that. So I guess I get the same thing here. Let me see, what am I looking at? It's where his lip meets. Yeah, first of all, I think we should move this here. Second of all, this vertex needs to come in some. His mouth doesn't need to open up like that. Like that's probably just fine. Alright, it's getting there. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to try to like select these and connect them somehow. I think I can do that here with the edges. Select that edge, that edge, that edge. Uh-oh, I selected some other edge. And this is so we can make the lips. So I got all those edges. I'm going to hit connect on them. Oops. I didn't want to finish the tool. I'm going to scooch the... Wait, this is the pinch. I don't want the pinch. You can go back to 0. I want to scooch that in a little bit like there. And then we can start playing around with the vertices again. Yeah, because that lip needs to... You're like... hello, I'm your kid. So definitely don't want to do that. Let's move that out. So you definitely need to come on out, buddy. Embrace mouthhood, my friend. Now my lip is too far. Alright, so definitely pushed it out too far, but we're getting the idea. Is this right? Is this wrong? No one knows. So we're gonna bring this in. Okay. I think you more want to deal with edges, not vertices. Bring that in. I just kind of want them to match their appropriate loop up here. So that's there. And this guy. I might just move this guy towards you. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Yay! Quads are fun! So let me see. That's his brow, that's his eye, that's his mouth. Is that kind of what they did? Yeah, they did a whole bunch of awesome stuff that I'm not doing. Like, they kind of take this vertex and kind of make it lippish like, something like that. I just don't know what lips really look like, although I have some. The bottom lip's usually a little fatter and nice and round. And I'm just trying to make the folds not be so crazy looking. Kind of move it out some too, I guess. I think these two need to be like close together. Yeesh. Close together, but on the same height too. Something like that. Move the vertical loops on his forehead further apart. Alright, so we have some vertical loops on his forehead. Yes, I see what you're saying. Something like this, maybe. So you got a really wide head compared to the topo reference. Well, really, I want to make sure it matches this head, right? Like, I want this head to be the guy in the background, right? But like I said, I don't really know that much about this stuff. I just kind of goof off. So I'll definitely take your advice, man. I just don't know what you're saying to me. You say I got a really wide head compared to the topology reference. To this website? To this guy? Like, maybe this part's too wide? Playing is fun. Gosh, now that is a star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things. I might move this a little bit, give it a little more round. Now I'm just goofing off. I'm not really doing anything important. Alright, whatever. I think right now I'm kind of just exhausted and I'm just goofing off for no good reason. So that's never good. So I might call it quits in just a second here. Yeah, I might call it quits. Oh, sorry, Rogathian. Yeah, just saying that the lines end up further apart when the head is wide. Oh, yeah, I see that. I mean, there's a big old gap here and here. And now at the end of the day, you really want all these polygons to kind of be semi the same size, right? So you kind of want all this to kind of be equal. So we'll get there eventually. But until then, I think I'm going to take a break for today. But really not bad progress on this whole model. What we did today is we created the shoes, we put the body inside of the polygon, the body inside of the clothes, and it's looking pretty good. So if I turbo smooth some of this stuff, hopefully it looks not bad. And if I smooth this and this and his shoes, there we go. Kind of cool, right? Huge shoes, but I think that's what he has in the picture. The shirt's kind of folding in at the crease when I turbo smooth, so I don't know if I will turbo smooth. But look, I don't think that's bad. It's been, what, 2.5 hours worth of work? Or maybe 3. And we got like a face forming. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. And man, Rogathian, I know Fiendry's gone, but Fiendry and Keyard, you guys really helped me out today. I'm glad you guys came to the stream. I really do appreciate it. I know I can be stubborn sometimes and just want to do things my way, and I'm sorry about that. But you know, it's kind of human nature. You know what works with yourself, and you do it. But alright, here we go. I am unsmoothing everything. Everything looks good here. I'm going to save as next one, number 3. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to group these guys into a group. Group 001, we'll call this Bobby character 00. I'm not saving this part, So I'm just importing into Unity before I go. So we're going to affect the pivot only. The pivot's going to be 0, 0, 0. That's too far back. Let's move it just a little bit to the center here. Yeah. Okay, so that's where the pivot point is, and I'm going to do something that's totally not recommended by many people, but I do it just because I like to have the previews and everything. I rotate the pivot of the group 90 degrees, so up is this way, forward is towards us, and left is that way. So, okay. And then I export this as an FBX. And I like to export it into the models area, so assets, models, Bobby character 00. Yes, please replace it. Okay. Zoom out, close that. Grab our model, Bobby character. Just put it in our scene. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's getting there for sure. His vertices are not sticking out of his clothes now, so that does look better. So yeah, not bad at all. Okay. And yeah, the reason I do that 90 degree thing is when I'm like previewing it, like right here. I like the preview to be exactly what it's supposed to be, like just like a model like this, you know. Even if it is super flat looking, but once I do all the smoothing groups and everything, it should be good. Alright, cool. Cool and done. Alright, I'm going to save the scene because I like having him there. He's like a sandcastle statue now. He's like, raw. Oh. Alright. Close that out. I want to thank y'all for coming. And please come see me again. I'm going to stream in the morning time, Saturday and Sunday. I usually try to get up for like 10 o'clock. Hopefully get all my errands out of the way. And then I'll be able to stream for 10 to 11. And then I have class starting next week. So I might have to adjust my schedule that it shows below on the panel. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Alright, thank you. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And see you next time. Follow me at ETdoFresh on Twitter or here on Twitch. Bye guys. See ya.